Next up, we have Overkill Monstercat release by Riot from the Beat Saber soundtrack, as far as I understand, also featured in Geometry Dash, maybe in a few other things, I don't know. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, all that good stuff. Become a member, one of them paid subscriptions, support the channel even further with that. Not at your own expense, though. Two disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time hearing this ever, so I will be pausing a lot, as I will be pointing things out as I hear them or as I realize them. And number two, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I might stumble upon my words. I'm starting to feel the exhaustion at the end of the day. Whatever happens, happens. With that being said, let's do this. Overkill. Let's go.
Running full system diagnostics.
Okay, we start with some background white noise, and we bring a vocal sample. However, this does not qualify as a song just yet. It's part of an album? Nice. So this does not qualify as part of a song just yet. So, I forgot to delete this. So when it comes to songs, song versus piece or track, a song has lyrics and the vocals from which the point of the focal point of the track or the music is lyrics, to go through lyrics in one way or another, usually. Right now, we had the vocal sample there function more as a system thing, like, you know, giving you the whole feeling of we are experiencing some sort of mechanized, automated thing. It's not serving the purpose of lyrics, it's serving a musical purpose, adding more texture in that functional sense. And then we start with our bass line. I think it's arpeggiating a chord. Arpeggiation is when you play a chord one note at a time. Let's see where this goes.
Machine status fully operational.
Nice. I like when you got this kind of stuff. Very nice. Okay, so we're having this bass slowly becoming clearer and clearer. You know, we're having basically somebody turning the knob, making the sound clearer and clearer, giving us this really, really cool bass line while the system is building this up. This still does not qualify as a song because this is not the vocalist singing. This is still part of the whole texture of this. It was building up to something. I'm going to go back a second. Let's see where it goes.
Resistance. Operation Overkill.
Okay, now with this, so we bring in some percussion, we have a guitar, and now we have a vocalist. Now we have a vocalist actually singing. Thank you for hanging out, Dusty. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. So we now have this. Now we are in the realm of song. So we had an intro. Now we are... Well, this could still be the intro. This could still qualify as the intro. So let's see if we go to a verse. So when it comes to songs, you will usually have an intro, which is what we're seeing right now, the bass line, slow drums, that kind of thing. Then we are going to have a verse. The purpose of a verse is usually to go through lyrics. It's more lyrics over music. The focus is on going through lyrics. Then you're going to have usually a chorus, which it flips the script. The focus is music over lyrics. So we have this as contrasting sections, which just is really good for music. Let's see if we have anything here. Let's see. We have several layers of vocals giving us this really, really cool. And I like how the percussion in the back is like just metal scraps clashing against one another. kind of like hitting a baseball bat against an aluminum like plank. It's a very interesting sound. And it doesn't sound entirely like something you would expect from a drum kit. So it's a pretty creative thing. I mean, when it comes to percussion is probably the most free of all of the sections in music because anything can be percussion. Yes, that is how mayonnaise can be an instrument. Because you can use mayonnaise as percussion. You grab a spoon, you grab mayonnaise, you slap the mayonnaise with a spoon, and that counts as an instrument. Because now you're making percussion sounds. Because mayonnaise being hit by a spoon, by a metal spoon, is going to sound different than ketchup or water. So now you're getting mayonnaise as an instrument, as a percussion instrument. You can actually have that. So let's see. I'm just saying how in percussion you can actually have anything be a percussion instrument. Like for example, I can grab my phone and I can put up this little latch and just the sound it makes when I close it, that counts as percussion. Anything can be percussion. And that is one of the more creatively free areas. So let's see. That doesn't count. You still need a spoon. Yeah, and you need drumsticks to play the drums. That is you. I use a guitar pick. We use extra tools for music. That is a moot point because that counts as a mallet. That counts as a mallet. So let's see where we go with this. I like the vocals, giving us several layers. Let's see. Very, very beautiful. I think this is still an intro. Ooh. Oh, we're metal here. Okay, so now we're having a guitar riff coming in with everything. So a riff is the contemporary version of a motif. Contemporary, by the way, just means nowadays. This is the right term. If you say modern, that is technically not correct. Contemporary means nowadays. Modern is the time in like the mid 20th century. Like right now, we are in a postmodern world. The correct way of saying nowadays is contemporary. Just saying that, right? So a motif is the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. However, nowadays we have riffs. And riffs is the version of that, usually for guitars, basses, that kind of stuff. And we're having this really, really, really cool. No, these are not triplets. These are not triplets, valid user. These are not triplets, believe it or not. So let's see where it goes. James Store Radio. I used to have a radio show. And we're speeding it up with the drums. So yeah, now you can hear how the guitar is building upon that initial rhythmic riff, and now it's adding more to where the spaces used to be empty. This is very, very common. This is really cool. I like the tone. Right now it sounds a little bit not bassy enough. I hope that changes. Let's just see where this goes. Ooh, I like that the vocalist was doubling the guitar just now. I didn't notice that the first time. We are doing so. Doubling is a technique where you have more than one instrument doing the same thing. And in this case, we had the guitar and one of the vocal layers doing the same for the guitar when the guitar was doing the higher notes. Really cool, especially with the tone that we have, like that filtered voice that we have with the vocalist. That kind of sounds like a computerized speaker sort of thing. It's really cool. Let's see where it goes. Oh, that sound. There you go. Now the vocals are a little bit more obvious. We're building up. We're building up towards something. Ooh. We're still building up. We're still building more towards some sort of drop. Now, when you're making music, you're doing one of two things. You are building tension or you're resolving the tension. That point in between we call cadence. So, we are building towards a big cadence. We were building up. Like we started here, now we're here, we're still going up, and the mountain just keeps getting higher. That is a risky move, because there is such a thing as too much buildup. That just builds more expectation. I want to see where this goes. We're still building it. And of course, we have the electronic instruments over here. We have the electronic music elements over here. And electronic music has a very, very specific type of synth that is kind of built to just sound like it's going upwards and upwards and upwards. And it helps build towards those things. Harris, we might. After this, though. After this. So yeah, let's see where this goes. Welcome to the net. This is industrial. Of course it's industrial. Of course it's industrial. Okay, so we had the build-up, and now we are having the drop. Now, industrial, when I said industrial metal is usually metal that includes electronic elements. That's what we're getting over here. And now we got a dropping of the beat. When it comes to music, you're keeping a very careful balance between what is new and what is familiar. Too much familiarity, too much of the same, too much repetition, you risk boring the listener and they tune out. Too much new stuff too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. So you usually want to keep some sort of familiar material, you want to re-explore the motif, the chord progressions, whatever you have, except for 3 circumstances: dropping the beat in electronic music, breakdowns in metal, which is almost the same thing, and solos. Those, everything gets overridden by the rule of cool. And this sounds cool. So, let's see. Go ahead. Maybe, Harris. Not too many though. Let's see. Oh. This is such a simple drop. This is so little material, and yet it's used so well. We have the alarm synth, we have the drums, and we're doing extremely simple rhythms and just doing slight variations from one to the other. And they are being done so in your face, and it sounds so cool. This is badass. Yeah, let's see. I wish they built something upon those vocals chops on the guitar. Let's hope they do, because that was a really, really cool element to it. Let's see if they do. Oh, we're still building up towards that. We include the guitar here. So this is why the guitar wasn't sounding so bassy, because if you have the guitar sounding too bassy, the spectrum in which a more bassy sounding guitar, usually when it comes to metal, would overlap way too much with the bass that is happening right now. And that's why the guitars were a lot higher up with less bass. And yeah, the caption is fantastic, isn't it? So yeah, we're using so little actual tonal music here. Like, this is entirely percussion. This is entirely percussive sounds. Like, we had like 2 notes there. And the rest has been entirely non-functional music. Non-functional means that it doesn't follow any scales or any chords or the bass line or the motif or anything like that. But because it's following the rhythm so well along with everything else, it's working. It's working, and this is really good. This is really good. Let's see where it goes. Another variation, now with some bass, with some guitar. we put a guitar solo here during the dubstep part. This is really cool. So again, guitar solos are another part where you're basically freeform. You can do whatever you want, and as long as it's cool and it works and it sounds good, you can get away with it. And they are getting away with it. Whew. It's not like I've heard this guitar before. This is not a very complicated rhythm. Not a very complicated motif, and this might overlap with other pieces. It just works. It just works. Yeah, that's why it's overkill. Yeah, this is 100% overkill, but it's being used pretty well. So, yeah. Having moments where there's a little bit of harmony there. And off the ramp we go. Recapitulating the start. So going off the ramp is a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial means there's no academic term for it, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity, being able to explain things, right? And going off the ramp is a transitionary technique, so to call it, between sections where you want the listener to feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, kind of like going off the ramp, waiting to see where we land. How do you do that? Remove the drums. Maybe the bass too. In this case, it's the bass line that we want to keep. So we just remove everything, go right back to the bass line, starting over with a recapitulation. Let's see where this goes. We bring back the metal, the guitar, and we follow this with a breakdown. We follow this with a metal breakdown. These should not work together, and they are. This is great. We're having a breakdown, which breakdown is just the same, the metal version of dropping the beat. And in this case, we're having that where we're having a flying melody high above. This is awesome. Grians, welcome to today. How you doing? So we're having this going on. Flying melody is another colloquial term that I use. We're having a busy bass line, middle ground, and everything, and up above we have a slower, simpler melody just flying above everything else, and it's just very, very, very nice. Let's see where it goes. Yeah. Yeah, like motifically speaking, motif riff-like speaking, this is very much not related to any of the material we've used. Same with the drop. There is pretty much nothing that we've used before, but because we're still using the drums, like the overall rhythm is kind of still there. But after that, we're not reusing any of the motifs, we're not reusing any of the riffs, we're not reusing anything, and it's just really good. I think we're hanging out, Celia. Catch you around. So yeah, no, we have. Ooh, this is just really, really, really good. Yeah, this is a banger, man. That was really good. Let's see where it goes. Oh, and the breakdown just continues. Off the ramp we go. Oh, there you go. We had the moment. We had again this the vocals and the guitars doubling once again. We're building a little bit more. We're teasing more, and we bring it back here. Let's see where it goes. Oh, we're building on it, man. Hell yeah. And we are using the original riff. We're finally, after like 2 minutes, revisiting that original riff that we had, and we're adding the samples layers on top of this. Man, this is so cool. This is so cool. Let's see where it goes. Oh, there we go. And by the way, what the vocals are doing here, that vocal layer is doing, is called an accent. Accents. And by the way, there's this whole Intro, verse, chorus. Yeah, no, this is still a piece. There was the vocal samples there. There was no lyrics. There is no chorus. This is still a piece, right? So we're having the accents here, which is not to tell where somebody's from. It's for accentuation. And in this case, what is happening is that the guitar is doing what we call an open string, right? And between open strings, the guitar is actually playing a couple of notes, right? Like the guitar is actually doing stuff, but we have all these open strings, which gives you this sense of bouncing back and forth for the melody while we are doing this thing. However, the melody up above still has its shape going on. So what is the vocal track doing? It's accentuating, playing only the high points to highlight that melodic shape. And this is a brilliant use of accents in music. Let's see where it goes. All right, we bring back the variation of this. Building up again. Nice. Oh, really good string. Ooh. And we tease the drop that we had before, and we are just using that as a deceptive way of building even more tension. Oh, this is absolute overkill. This is really good. Let's see where it goes. Oh! There you go. We've reached the climax of the piece. We faked that drop so that we could build towards one more, and now we're bringing another different, completely unrelated drop. But guess what? It's cool! So it works. This is awesome, dude. Yeah, this is incredible. We've had some real bangers today, dude. Hell yeah. Let's see where this goes. Oh, now 4 minutes 40 seconds into this thing, we are starting to reuse some of the other drops samples. Now we're recapitulating when we have 1 minute left, and it's working so well, dude. This is not even my style of music. This is not something I would sit down and listen, and I'm really enjoying this. This is really, really cool. Let's see. Building up a little bit more, bring in more. Killer, welcome to today. How you doing? And we're bringing the guitar in.
Take this mild drug.
Ben is thank you for the follow. Welcome to the mosh pit. Welcome to today. How you doing? So the track ended. And now we're going to this like PSA-esque outro.
You will have a nice sleep without.
Let's see if it goes anywhere else. Let's see if it goes anywhere else. You requested it before? Well, there you go. You're getting what you want.
You will sleep.
It's breaking down.
A long sleep.
So yeah, it's a completely different infomercial type. Ooh, I like this. So it's slowly being filtered away. And slowly becoming some of the background that we've used before. And there you go. And then it's just gonna stop. Man! I was not expecting that. That was really fun. There you have it. That was Overkill from the Monstercat release by RIOT, from the Beat Saber soundtrack, as well as, I believe, Geometry Dash. I might be wrong. I don't know. I'm tired, dude. So there you go. God, that was awesome. That was so much fun. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you my brain. I just completely blanked just now. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. One of them, paid subscription. Support this channel as much as you want, not at your own expense. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description of this video. If you want to request songs and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord server, link down below. Go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned messages. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you want to know what that is for your local time zone, the full schedule, up-to-date schedules showing on your local time zone are on the Discord and the Twitch, both linked down below, so that you don't have to bother with looking up what time that is. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming YouTube channel where we put the VODs of the after-show gamings that we do whenever they happen. If they happen, Games R Basterd, link down below, or just search for the username, same as James R Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And there you go. That was Overkill. Man, that was so much fun. That was insanely fun. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's move on.